Hello and welcome back to Time in the UK. I've flagged another thermostat for review. This one's a bit different now. This is a budget thermostat, but it's also got the feature of internet controls via an app on your smartphone. Let's have a quick look at what you get inside the box. So included in the box, you've got your 300 style, Salus 300 style thermostat. You've got your standard Salus style receiver. You've got a gateway connection. You've got your Ethernet cable which joins the gateway to your internet router. And you've got a charger for the said gateway. And on the back there's a brief overview of how it works. You use the app, talks to the gateway talks to that. Simple as that. And just here we've got another picture of the thermostat and the app. Looks quite good, doesn't it? Let's open the box and find out what you get for your money. I'll post a link after this video to where you can buy one of these from, and also I will I'll ask you really if you want to see me install one and set one up. So this is just a brief overview of what you get in the box, but should you like to know more, go further, I can do that. I would imagine the wiring is going to be the same as a standard Salus stat, but we'll find that out. So the control books that come with it have all got little pictures of maps on lot. And you can see this one's got the UK flag, a few other different flags, so they're no good to us. So it's got a bit of spare bump in it. Got the head unit. And we'll have a look at the wiring on that in a minute. Got the charger. Okay, so it's slide together type style of charger with a flex on it. We've got the receiver. This is the unit that wires into the boiler. There's a receiver. And just got, yeah, absolutely bog standard Salus connections. You've got your NO, your common, your live and your neutral. So there's no open therm or anything on this. And on the front you've got your on and off, self-explanatory. You've got your auto and manual. Auto, listening to this. Manual, on all the time. Anything else in the box? Yeah, there should be, shouldn't there? Okay, so we've got the Ethernet cable, stand for the thermostat, the gateway, some batteries. Yeah. Quite interested in this. Is this the same as the one that was on the 500 series all those years ago? You got that. So that will probably sit behind your router like that and talk to things. Okay, let's have a look at the instructions. See if we can make any sense out of these. These instructions are notoriously hieroglyphic-y, but the actual fold out thing itself, I'll just zoom out. The fold out thing itself is 2 sheets, so maybe the size of a page of newspaper. It's got some basic information on how to set up, how to wire up. We've got the wiring instructions here. Setting it before inserting the batteries. We've got the connecting the gateway. Obviously you have to connect things in the right order. We've got the plus and minus. we've got a test function. It demonstrates a test function there, then normal operation, and then here we've got how to download the app, and the basic operational parameters of the app: welcome, sign in, create an account, add a device, all that sort of stuff. All looks fairly generic and straightforward, and probably reasonably easy to use. And there, that's when you set your times and date, time and temperature. So instead of using, as with other thermostats, this unit would be programmable and will do your ons and offs. It looks like the app itself is programmable. Now straight away I can see a bit of a problem with that. So can you imagine that you've got no internet for the day? Yep. You're going to lose all the functionality of that because it's not going to be able to talk to the app. So you're going to be back to using this as a room stat and turning it up and down by hand, which probably isn't the end of the world, but just be aware that that could happen. On other stats of this similar design, the program is actually stored in here, so that if you do lose internet connection, you've still got your ons and offs and your temperatures. So whether that stores your program, but honestly I doubt it. I don't think it will, but it is marked up as the 310 TX, which this one is a 310i. So this is probably just the TX. I believe the TX is a thermostat you buy as a separate, so you can add it together. So this is probably just a bog standard thermostat, I think. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put a link here. I'll put a comment here to say I was wrong or not, whatever. But I think that's the score. So that's the basic overview. But you know, first impressions, pretty good piece of kit for the price. Price less than £70. I paid, I think it was 60 something plus VAT. So, and I will use it on a job. I will find a customer for this, so in effect it's going to be free, and I get to educate everyone out there free of charge. But that said, that's the brief overview for the Salus 310i 5-year guarantee. Bit problematic, the 5-year guarantee, because you need to remember where you've bought the little monkey from. Okay, but I'm sure if you can do that, keep the proof of purchase, any problems at all, you can return it back to your store, but obviously it will need to be rewired. I just noticed something new there. Can you see there's a symbol there that I've not seen before? It looks like a globe, you know, with your lines of latitude on it. That could well be an internet connection symbol. Let's see if there's anything in the instructions. Sorry, I'm doing this right. So if you look at the instructions just here, I can get that into focus. Can you see that? There's a few symbols there, and one of them is the internet connection symbol. Is there a line on the instructions that tells you? No. Right, the thermostat is preset from the factory in manual mode, allowing you to set the desired temperature, default, working mode if not connected to the internet during installation. So that basically means you can get it working before the internet's there. So if you were to install it in a customer's house, for example, and they didn't have internet, it would work. The thermostat and receiver are prepared from the factory. That's quite normal. Yeah, I don't see any actual information about that symbol. There's no information about the symbol on that one. Oh, right, so the schedule mode, you can set 1 day for the entire week. You can set a schedule for the working days for the week and for the weekend. Or you can set a daily schedule. So that's your 7 together, your 5 and 2, and your individual settings there, which is quite handy. Anything else that leaves? Here it says, if the internet connection is lost, the thermostat will follow the schedule. If it was in frost mode, disable the frost function from the device to continue following the schedule. So it does work with no internet connection. You've got a location map, so presumably it knows the temperature in your home area. Also, you've got location mode, so it knows how far away from home you are, and it'll turn your heating on when you're coming home, presumably. Select your devices and the actions you want to take place when you leave and return home. Alright, so the moment you leave the house, you can have the heating going off. When you can come back, it can be turning back on again. I have to say, that's quite a impressive list of specs. Also, it's got a frost protection between 5 and 9. Yep. Also, there's a manual mode. You will permanently override the schedule in manual mode by switching to schedule or turning off the thermostat. Looking good, guys, looking good. So that's the, let me just, before I go, just read the introduction. The Salus 310i is a smartphone controlled programmable room stat. The 310i thermostat will switch your heating system on and off as needed in accordance with the temperature set by you locally on the device or remotely using the dedicated app. Very good. Thank you very much. You've been watching Time in the UK, and in this time, and today it's time and temperature, obviously, isn't it? Heating controls. So like, comment, subscribe, come back to me and tell me if you want me to show you plugging all this in and wiring it up. I can connect it, I might have to connect it to a test board with some and have it switching something on and off, but I can do that. Just let me know if that's something you want to see. Yeah, happy days. Or I could always download the app onto a device and show that download process as well, which might be an idea actually. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.